On deck, we have Savitha. But coming up to the stage right now, he's been here at least once before. Everybody, please make him feel welcome, Bruce Weiner.
Thank you. I know what you're all thinking, a young Brad Pitt. I'm actually not that young. In fact, I have 6 grandchildren. It's amazing being a grandfather. The hardest part, though, of being a grandfather, I'm sleeping with a grandmother. No one aspires to that. It's like when you see a supermodel, you don't think, I wonder what she'll look like when her children have children. I shouldn't make fun of old people, but I'm just hoping I can get through this 5-minute set without having to pee. Wait a minute. You gotta love Depends. People are asking now that the kids are out of the house, what do I feel about it being an empty nester? And I said, how the hell should I know? My wife's still there. As you get older, doctors ask you really weird questions that they've never asked you before, like, are you sexually active? Define active. Is that like how many times a year? Is that how much effort you put in? Things are actually really good with my wife and I, but you never know. I would not look for a young woman for a long-term relationship. I've been through menopause. I'm not doing that again. They say to feel young, you should hang around children, but I think to feel young, you should hang around 90-year-olds. They can't do shit. You look great. My grandmother was at a nursing home in her 90s, and my brothers and I went to see her at dinner time, which is also known as 4 p.m. One of the women in the dining hall kept yelling, "Hoo boy, every 15 seconds, to which my grandmother would respond, "Shut up! Hoo boy, shut up!" I can't wait. Shockingly enough, I didn't date a lot in college. That's not the joke. But I did go out with this girl, Debbie, who I called Little Debbie, not because she was short, but because she looked like the girl in the snack cake box. And I actually cut a picture out of her and put it in my wall in case anyone wanted to see her. Once my parents were coming up to college, and Little Debbie was going to join us for dinner, and she was really anxious. And I said, "Don't worry, just don't stare at the hump on my mom's back. And don't mention jail to my father." We broke up soon after that. I'm very much a conformist and a rule follower. My wife over here thinks rules are a suggestion. I learned this early on. When we were getting married, we had an engagement gift to return. And the store clerk said, "Store credit only." And my wife said, "I would like cash back." And I told my wife, "It said store credit only." And she goes, "I want to see the manager." And I'm like, "It said store credit only." So I'm slinking in the corner, embarrassed, and she talks to the manager, and lo and behold, she gets her cash back, looks at me with a look of contempt that set the power relationship for the rest of our marriage. Speaking of old guys, my dad used to love when we joke around with him. I had one of our nieces ask him how many days off of school he got when President Lincoln was shot. It was 2. I got another niece to ask my dad to get to believe that my dad was so old his social security number was 3. When my dad had cancer, esophageal cancer, he was in the hospital. My brothers and I went to visit him, and he comes out of surgery and he's really groggy. And he goes to us when he wakes up, "Did they grease my balls?" And we're like, what? We don't think that's anywhere near the esophagus. And he goes, no, I think they greased my balls during surgery. And I'm like, just let it go. And then the doctor comes in with the residents doing the rounds, and they finish the examination. And as he's leaving, as the doctor and the residents are leaving, my dad goes, excuse me, doctor, did you grease my balls? And it was like, couldn't believe it. But then I noticed on the whiteboard, you know, where the nurses write instructions, it says grease balls daily. One of my brothers got to it. I'll leave you with this one. You know, eventually things turned south, and my dad was in the hospice, and it was, you know, a sad situation, and sort of going to want to hear the last words of advice or wisdom from my dad. And I was standing by his bedside, he motioned me closer, and I'll really never forget what he said to me. You're standing on my catheter. Thank you.